Bismillah.
Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salam ala rasulullah. We talked last time about the martyr, and we said who is the martyr. These are other points related to the martyr. If the martyr was in a state of major impurity, he is still not washed. He is still not washed, because this is a question that some people might have. But the companion of the Prophet ﷺ, Hanzala, he was in a state of major impurity and he died as shaheed, and the Prophet ﷺ didn't wash him. It's called, even the famous name for Hanzala is Hanzala Ghasilul Malaika. Ghasilul Malaika means he was washed by the angels. Hanzala, the one that was washed by angels, because they saw him actually wet. The companions saw him wet afterwards, and they asked him, "O Prophet of Allah, what happened to him?" He said, "The angels washed him." Right? But he's not being washed by the humans. Filth is removed from the martyr. So any filth is removed except blood. As we mentioned last time, the blood of the martyr is like misk. It's something very good. So the blood is not removed. The takfeen, he's not wrapped in sheets. He's wrapped in his own clothes. Whatever clothes he died in, he stays in it. If it's not covering the whole body, you add to the parts that is not covering. Probably it's not covering the head, the feet, or something. Then you cover these parts with extra sheets. But otherwise, he's wrapped in the clothes that he died in. Yes, if the clothes doesn't cover the whole body, then the rest of the body should be covered with sheets. That concludes the parts. We talked about taghsil, we talked about takfeen, we talked about carrying the body, we talked about salat al-janaza, we talked about what to do in case of death, and we talked about multiple topics. I think the last topic that is related to the book of funerals is the burial. This is going to be the last topic, and then there is other small points. So the burial, the starting point of the burial is the minimum requirement. As we are used, we start with the minimum requirement. What is the minimum requirement for the grave? The minimum requirement for the grave is a hole in the ground that prevents the smell of the deceased to come out and prevents wild animal from reaching the body, right? So you don't want the wild animals to reach the body of the deceased, and you don't want his smell to be, if his body decomposes, you don't want the smell to come out from the grave and harm the people that are passing by. So this is the first point, inshallah. We'll continue talking about the burial next time, inshallah.